Wow. Whoa, we got... Oh my god, my legs hurt. Ugh. Oh god. Nice. I should. Okay. Okay, we should be good. Oh, wait! Oh, I've had this entire time. Wait! Oh no! No! I forgot to Oh no! I mean, I've been quiet for the past 5 minutes. I hope nobody heard anything. Oh no, I'm embarrassed now. Oh my god. Well, might as well start, I guess. Hi, everybody. Oh god. Oh man. Oh man. let me just pick a song. I'm trying to figure out which playlist to listen to. I think this is nice. Yeah, let's go with this one. Hello everybody. I totally did not forget to turn off my microphone while the countdown was happening. Oops. Oopsie! Anyway. Oh god. I'm so tired. My legs are jelly. I don't think I ever want to walk for the next 24 hours. I feel like my blisters are gonna have blisters on my feet. Totally didn't forget it was 100%. You know, like every streamer, like, to promote my own beautiful voice, I have to keep my microphone purposely turned on every time. Anyway, I want to crawl myself into a space and never go back ever again. Anyway, we're back to continuing our work in progress. Our work in progress. That's the term I was trying to say. Our whips from last time, or rather from the past like month that I've been trying to get this done. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing okay. And if not okay, I hope you guys are doing better at least. Oh boy, let me just get a little bit more comfy on my chair. Second best part of today is that the work week is on. Yeah, that's good. Tomorrow's Friday, so y'all can rest for the weekend. Best of course is this. Oh, but jeez, aren't you complimenting me, Shy? You're a mod, so I give you the leeway I allow you to compliment me. You have complimentary rights in this stream. Everyone else needs permission. But yeah, I managed to like, I managed to go outside. There was this anime cafe that I wanted to go to today, just like check it out and like see what it's like. Cause they had like promoted online that they were like selling like anime styled like milk teas and various kinds of like smoothies that were like thematic to anime characters. And so I was like, all right, I'm gonna check it out and see what the place is like. And I went there, and it was temporarily closed. Because of course it was, and I had to go on their Instagram account to like see like what the heck was happening, like whether it was actually like shutting down or something. And then I checked their account, and they went like, we're on a Easter break. We won't be back until the 20th of this month. And I'm like, shit. I was like, dang it. So I'm just over here like, man, I wanted to have like a Todoroki Bakugo styled mocha milk tea or whatever, but no can do. I can't have my Hero Academia themed milk tea apparently. But yeah, I mean the good side is that I managed to do a little bit of shopping today, so hey, I got some new summer shirts for myself to wear. It's gonna be pretty great. I was actually pretty surprised with how big the One Piece shirt was that I got today, cause they were only selling it as a one size shirt, so it was only like one particular size, which was like an XL or something. And I was trying to, at the end, like it took me about like 15 minutes to contemplate whether I wanted to buy it or not, cause it was on a really good price. It was the shirt was really good quality, and I just really liked it. And so like at the end of it, I think I realized that I would only like wear this shirt during warmer periods of time, because it goes really well with another pair of shorts that I have, which are also like brightly colored. I think they're like white, like fully. So I feel like that whole fit would be like a really good summer fit for me. So I'm probably gonna be wearing the One Piece shirt once summer hits, and then I'll show off how truly weeb I am, like pathetically so. That's one insane break. Yeah, I think they like. It's like a pretty it's a very uncommon like break for cafes to have, because usually when cafes are at like when regular stores are at their Easter breaks, it's usually like a week or so. But I'm guessing they combined both Orthodox and both the Orthodox and the Catholic Easters together, because I think like Easter for us is later in April, if I'm not wrong. So I think they like took both of those Easter times and just like combined into one giant like cafe break or whatever. like a giant Easter break. Because they do that with some school holidays here as well, especially if they you know, have a lot of like Catholic based influences to their school system. So they would usually sometimes combine both the Catholic and the Orthodox Easter days into one giant like Easter conglomerate break. Easters are funky like that. Yeah. But yeah, I'm just like, I got stuff today. I was honestly not expecting to like buy anything from any stores today, because I already spent a good chunk of money yesterday on buying books from Book Depository, since it's sadly closing down. And so with the account that I already made back then a while ago, kind of technically, I you know, I wanted to finally buy the books that I've been planning on buying, which were all currently available volumes of Sign of Affection, which is a really good manga, and I recommend it to everybody. And yeah, I really like that manga a lot. And I wanted to give the author Sue Morishita my support. It's like it's rare for me to like support a manga if it's like, because like sometimes I'm like I like this manga, but it's like kind of mid, so I don't know if I really want to have it in my bookcase. But like A Sign of Affection is like one of those mangas that I definitely would love to have in my own collection, because it's such a unique manga. It has such a lovely like rereadability to it, that I could legitimately reread that entire manga like every single time that it comes up. Like every single time that I'm in a mood for like a good like romance again, like romance manga, I would just like reread A Sign of Affection, and it would just be such a pleasant experience, because like the representation it has and the dynamic of the characters, even the side characters, is such an interesting like take on like relationships and stuff. Easter falls on the first Sunday after the full moon day, based on mathematical calculations. That falls on after March 21st. And of course, Orthodox Church doesn't believe that 21st of March is on 21st of May. Yeah, basically. It's a funny like thing, cause like, man, it's just a funny concept of both Christianities being like, well, one of them has a different date, because we don't follow that previous calendar, so fuck you. I don't know, just an interesting like thought about it. Alright, yeah, that's good. I found this like, maybe if I'm in a mood for it, this might be a little bit too slow. I found this Chainsaw Man lo-fi playlist that I was like, low-key, I kind of love, but it's also really silly. Maybe after this playlist is done, I'm gonna head to that one. We should abandon Gregorian calendar and adopt Harptos. What is a Harptos calendar? That's an interesting one. It's the DnD calendar. Oh, that's funny. I like that. I need to watch the DnD movie. Man, I want to hopefully watch it with my friends, IRL. But if anything, I'm probably just gonna be watching it online. Like, eventually. So, eh. I remember seeing the trailers like a couple months ago, and I was like, this is ridiculous. I kind of want to see it. Dum, 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 12 months, 30 days each, 5 or 6 standalone days depending on the year. That's actually pretty interesting. Okay, these guys need to have a bit of shading, as each area that I'm making has both a shade and a lighting. So I'm probably gonna be adding all on each side. God, but my legs are so jelly. They're absolute gelatin right now. I came back home, noticed that I had a bit of a defect on my shirt. Went back to the store. Thankfully managed to replace it, but man, I spent like walking a bit today. And so like by the end, by like hour 3, my legs felt like they were hurting everywhere. So I'm currently like trying to put my legs at ease, trying to like rest them up a little bit. I have a little like leg chair in front of me that I'm also resting my legs on because they hurting a lot. I did not expect to actually like get this tired from walking all day. Rip to me. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Alright. Should be good. I feel like this is a bit too light, so I'm just gonna reduce it just by a bit. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let me see if I can get another sheen. I wanna make a lighter tone. Let me just make this. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Let's filter that. Put some Gaussian blur up on this bitch. That's good. There's also the proposed Hank Penny calendar that is less of a meme, always lands the same dates on the same day of the week. It has a leap week every 6 years. Interesting. I've never heard of that either. Or maybe I've just shut that off of my mind or whatever. Okay, let's see if I can get this also into a blur. I'm gonna make this... Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good. Okay. this as well. Put some motion blur. Nope, not this, not the motion blur, but the Gaussian blur. There we go. Now we cooking. Oh, is that the calendar? Let me see. Jesus! Interesting. Huh. So I'm assuming the leap week is like based upon the accumulated 24-hour like cycles of the planet? That would happen every 6 years or whatever? Huh. Just gonna raise my headset volume a little bit. It's a bit quiet on my end. Okay. Okay, now let's see if I can... I'm gonna add some more color to my life, to this man's life. Dum, 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 dum. Dum, 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 dum. Dum, 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 dum. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, I'm a fool. I accidentally put it in the wrong layer. Hang on. Let me just realign that. There we go. That's better. The year ends up being 264 days, so over 6 years, enough time accumulates for a leap week. Interesting. That's interesting. That wouldn't be too bad, honestly, considering... not to call out any month, but February. There's a lot of, like, differences in each month when it comes to days. So, I just wish it was, like, a little bit more consistent, you know? Whoa, what the hell am I listening to? It's pretty, though. I feel like I'm experiencing Elfenlied for the first time. Okay, let's see if I can... This is the... Okay, let me just want to fix this line art over here. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I'm seeing some incongruities. Yeah, I think I might have to, like, fix up the line work a little bit over here. Interesting. Where's this from? Oh, there we go. We good. Oh, wait. Is this from the shading? No. From the lighting? What the heck is this? Oh, wait. No, I'm a fool. This is from the coloring because I accidentally, at some point... Yes, okay, I remember. This is from when I accidentally, like, added the color on the line art layer. And a bit of the pixels, like, got stuck. Wait. Okay, I have an idea for that. I know how to fix it. If you have added pixels, just, like, convert them all to black, you know? Just recolor them again. You make a mistake, it becomes a happy accident. We good. Okay, that's good. let's just start fixing the line art over here. That should do it. Okay. Okay. Boy, okay. Ooh. This one's nice. Beautiful. All right. Okay, let me just start fixing up the line art over here. Over here as well. Some of the lines over here. This is from the lighting. Yeah, it is. Okay. Okay, okay, this is from the hand, so I can just delete this area. Dum 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 bam bam. Aha, okay. Hang on. Is this from... Yes, it is. Okay. Okay. No, that's good. Okay. 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 That's good. Well, there's kids playing football outside. Dum da dum bam 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 ba-dum ba bum ba-dum. Is this from the lighting? Yeah, it is. Oops. It's the line art over here that I wanted to remove. Okay. Oh, wait. I see a mistake. Okay. We good. I heard something fall from nearby. I don't know what that was. Dum 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 dum. Bum bum bum. Okay. That needs to be in the lighting. There we go. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Should probably add a layer to like distinguish this bit over here with the sword that's like in front of the rest of his armor. Probably should. Oh, my bad. Okay. There we go.
A sound soul dwells within a sound mind and a sound body.
This also, yeah, that is line art over there. Okay. Should be good now. Okay. Oh, wait. Accidentally put that in. There we go. Okay. That should do it. Mayhaps. Is this from this layer? Yes, it is. Okay. Okay. Okay, yeah, we're good. We're good. For now. Let's just continue on with the rest of the details. Okay. Okay. I guess it's time to finally add the, Actually, this image looks so good. Hey, thank you! I was thinking of maybe, like, testing out printing it and turning it into, like, a book marker. Because this is the perfect, like, size for a book marker. Like, if I like, correctly, like, properly mark it down, like, this entire format would be great as a book marker. I'm just saying. But yeah, I think I'm gonna add a little bit more width to the illustration itself because formatting it digitally for posting, it needs to be a little bit more wider, especially in other platforms such as Instagram. Would also look great on them. Ooh, you're right, Shy. Ooh. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just gonna add it a bit to the side over here. That's good. Okay, great. Let's see if I can add a background color to this. Angie, why are you here still? Angie, get the hell out of here. Angie, get the hell out of here, Angie. Where did I line Angie at? Angie, why are you in Oh, there you are. Okay. Get out of here, Angie. We don't need you right now. I'm kidding. I'm kidding, of course. Okay, you're over here. Get out of here. I'll just mark you down. Hey, Sugas! How's it going? Hope you're doing good. I'm just gonna add BG for this. I'm fine, enjoying your tea. Hey, nice. I have some mocha coffee over here with some added marshmallows on top. I still haven't drank it at all. We're gonna take a sip. How am I doing? I'm doing okay. My legs are a little jelly from walking for like 4 hours straight, but it's fine. I'm fine. I got some new t-shirts today, so that's good. But yeah, I'm just recuperating from walking today, and we're just continuing on our work in progresses. A newly minted marshmallow cocoa. No, Shy! No! I mean, the minute I tried marshmallows on my cocoa, I knew I was gonna like it. Tia smashing that cardio. God, I wish. God, I wish.
Well, now, really, when we go back then to falling in love.
We're also listening to some Soul Eater lo-fi. For anybody who hasn't noticed, this is Soul Eater lo-fi. I found a bunch of anime lo-fis to listen to on stream, and I was like, this is totally my kind of thing that I would enjoy listening to. So, yeah. Oh yeah, I wanted to add the background for this. Okay, let's just start. I'm just gonna add like a general. That's too wide. Yeah, this is perfect. That's pretty good for posting online. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Alright, let's see if I should add. That's not too bad. Make it into I could end up adding an ellipse at the center. Ooh. Ooh. Hello, sir. Hello. Look at you. Oh, that's actually really good. Okay. That low-key fox, actually. Okay. Maybe add some blur to it? How does that look? Doesn't really have a difference to it. I'm just gonna... What if I blur it a little bit extra? Yeah, adding a bit of blur to it does it. Kinda like it. Not gonna lie. Let's see if I can perhaps maybe change it into a different color. Ooh! Ooh! Hello, good sir. Good sir, that looks pretty smashing. Do I make it a saturated color? I feel like it wouldn't be as nice if it were saturated, but I feel like... That one's pretty interesting. No, if I made it too dark, it would be too similar with the other colors, so I should definitely go for the slightly lighter tone over here. Jeez, my voice cracked for a second there. Anyway. That's good, actually. I like that. Yeah? Yeah, I like this. I'll take that. I'll take that for $100. Ooh. Yeah, no, I like this. Nice. Okay, okay. Okay, let's see if I can make another ellipse line over here in the form of Ooh. Okay, this one kind of busted. Oops. Yeah. This one kind of rocks a little bit. Hey, Sleepy, how's it going? Hope you're doing good. We're just continuing with our work in progresses tonight, while also recuperating from walking almost all day. So, ha ha ha. I think one is fine. Good, good. Got your lunch? Hey, heck yeah. What you having for lunch?
Dwells within a sound mind and a sound body.
Dia's humbly saying, working on whips while making heck. Shush, you. Oh, shush. Yeah, shush. You're lucky you're a mod. Ooh, Chinese chicken and broccoli. Nice. Tasty. Had some sick stir fry earlier for myself. Minus the rice. I made like I kind of wanted to make like scrambled eggs, but I felt like that was too boring, so I ended up using some vegetables on the side as well, and just like combined them both and made them into like a scrambled stir fry or something like that, I guess. Shy using the mod card. So you guys, I'm letting you know I'm gonna be updating your commission tonight. I wanted to do it during the day, but then I kind of didn't feel like it. I didn't have the energy for it, so I'm probably gonna be continuing it later on. I just need to get my mind out of the other projects that I'm currently doing, and I also have been dying to get this finally finished. Dum, dum, dum. Have fun with it. Yeah, no worries. That's good. Thank you for being patient with me. I know I can be a little bit slow when it comes to work. It's just been a really rough it's been somewhat of a rough past like month and a half, 2 months now. So I'm trying to like slowly get back into whatever schedule I had previously. Like at least some sort of minimum effort that I managed to do. Dum 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 dum. Dum dum dum. Okay. Okay. Yep. I'm gonna go back into like a more greenish blue. That's good. Regarding scrambled eggs, you learn to add a little rice. It's much more satiating. Yeah, like adding rice to scrambled eggs is really nice. Might have to do that tomorrow, actually, for my breakfast. I've been eating like a good amount of oatmeals for the past like half a month or so, and recently I've also been adding assorted amounts of nuts to my oatmeal breakfast. So depending on what I have, it used to be like almonds that I would combine them with, but now I currently have like a packet of walnuts in my kitchen. So I've been grinding up walnuts in my spare time and adding them to my oatmeal. That was basically, you just do eggs over rice. That was basically your diet for the past week. Finally got yourself together to make... Ooh, chili today. Nice. Heck yeah. That sounds delicious. You're making eggs from 10 to 10, but 90% of the time you forgot to add the rice. Nah, that is a mood. It's like... you end up making everything else, and then it's like, oh yeah, I forgot the rice. Well, oops. I'm gonna go with bread instead, I guess. Nah, it's fine. This is pretty okay. I'll kind of wanna... let's see. You end up with some onion, ham, garlic additions. Ooh, that's good too, though. That's pretty damn good too. Nah, we're good. We're good. This is a good enough thing. I'm just gonna start adding, actually, I'm kind of curious. Actually. Pinch of salt and pepper and salt slice of bread. Ooh, heck yeah. I need to get back into eating my childhood meals, which is just literally eating like fat with your toast. This is probably like a European thing, but like we used to like eat as kids growing up. We used to eat like we would smear fat onto toast and like add chili flakes on top of it and just eat it like that. Like it was like a replacement butter for us. Delicious. You finally had something like that. Butter rolls. Ooh! Butter rolls sounds real good, though. I want some butter rolls now, too. Damn. Okay, let me just start adding... Just start raising it up a little bit. Just a smidgen. Just a smidgen. Just a teeny tiny, just a teeny tiny bit. Okay. Your go-to snack, though, was having bread roll and using coffee as a... Ooh, that sounds delish. Call that a pan con cafe. That's actually kind of nice. You wish for some lard sandwich. Ooh. Yeah, it's kind of like a lard sandwich. Like, you would put lard... Or rather, the fat of, like, whatever you buy. Like, a slab of fat, and you would, spread it across toast. And then, like, add your other, like, spices and stuff alongside it. Maybe, like, add cheese on top as well. And then you would eat it like that. Now you remember all those mountain trips with... Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, sometimes we would put cheese. Like, I would put cheese. But that's just me, because I really like cheese. But no, we would mostly mix, like, either add, like, garlic or chili flakes on top of it. Solid portion of lard? Interesting. Interesting. That is an interesting meal, Sugus. You never had lard? I mean, I know I technically have like a butter slab of lard. Like I have like this packet of lard that I usually like use to spread like on toast. Your only experience of lard is the Dylan Hollis TikToks. Yeah, no, that is valid, Sleepy. Visit Polish mountains, they sell it here and there. Yeah, I would assume so. I mean, we have them selling here at our local markets, so. Okay, the lines are technically done, so I'm just gonna start adding the color to it. Okay, let's see if I can get the color of this. God, what's your favorite, Sleepy? What's your favorite Dylan Hollis TikTok? I'm trying to figure out which one is mine. I like every time he uses peanut butter because it always like surprises him at the end. Because like peanut butter in itself is like a pretty good like substitute for like like a third of recipes in like the old recipe book cookbooks. So it's like pretty fun to see him be like, "What is this mess?" And then at the end he would be like pleasantly surprised at the flavoring. You like the wacky cake one? Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. I also like I like the fact the man does like so many innuendos in his cookbook like cooking videos as well. Especially about nuts. I'm a child when it comes to hearing about nut jokes. That's nutty. Hey, 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 hey. Ha, 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 ha. Ha, ha, ha. Oh, man. Oh, shit. Is this accidentally... Oh, no. Did I accidentally line this in another area? Oh, no. It's from the sheen. Okay, it's from the sheen. We're good. There we go. He stresses how gay he is, and I think he ramped it up because people thought he was great Final Fantasy X impression there, Dia. What? What Final Fantasy X? Anyway, the playlist is done. I'm gonna put the Chainsaw Man lo-fi playlist now and see Denji writing on a fucking piece of This is the funniest illustration I've seen in a thumbnail. Denji on a desk, but like it's a picture, it's a parody of the Lo-Fi Girl, but it's like Denji on the desk and he's like looking at a laptop of Miss Makima as a screensaver of his. Kinda love it. Dorok mirai, a beautiful star. Wait, what? Oh, Titus is Oh, wait, what does he sound like? Oh! I'm never doing that again. Oh, you guys are mean. Da-da. Happy day. Happy day, rest in peace. I love you, get us what you take my honey. Dorok mira, beautiful star. Dorok mira, beautiful star. Dorok mira, beautiful star. Nunca wasrejattendai. Love you too, Shy. Have I seen what mod they did with Resident Evil 4? Turned Ashley to Mousely? Like they mouseified her? They turned her into a mouse? What? Yup. I mean, there's a fetish for that all, you know. Everybody has their own fetishes, you know. Bum 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 dum 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 dum. And did a little Ratatouille movie like what? Okay, that's kind of fun. I like that. I like that concept. Just like Resident Evil 4, but what's his face? Leon Kennedy is being like controlled by a rat on his hair. That's kind of funny. What was the meme of the McElroys? It's like Ratatouille. That's what I imagine that mod to be. Mouse Gal's love goes at least as far as back as Chip. Yeah, no, you're not wrong, Shy. With Gadget being like they're even there was a whole fucking cult about Gadget as well, so. I mean, it's no surprise. People really like mouse girls. Okay, that's good. By the way, this is a lo-fi of all the songs in Chainsaw Man, which I kind of love. You can't think of mouse girls without the Pope going on a rant about mouse girls being sick. Yeah, well, too bad. Sucks to be the Pope, but I mean, mouse girls are gonna stay and remain and always be sexy, I guess. The Pope? Really? Oh. Sorry, not the Pope, the Mega Pope. Oh, man. Ah, yes, I'm sorry, the Mega Pope. Your Majesty, the Mega Pope. Oh, was this in a different... Wait, did I put this in a layer? Why is this in the... Hold up. Yo, why are you here? Brother, why are you here? I'm just gonna fix this real quickly. We're gonna do some quick fix em ups over here. Yeah, for some reason I added this over here wrongly. Huh. Okay. That should be good. And I'm just gonna fix the line art over here. That was weird. Dun 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 dun. Bum, bum, bum. I'm really curious how they're gonna make a lo-fi of the Maxim the Hormone song in this. Posted? What did you post? What'd you post? What'd you post, Tugas? Ah! Oh, that's cute! Oh, that is adorable! Oh, that's adorable, actually. Okay, I like that. That's actually really cute. Not gonna lie, that is actually adorable. I like that. Okay. If a mod like that gives you such a cute little mouse gal, then yeah. I said you accept Ratatouille. Yeah, basically. Imagine if Ratatouille was in a horror setting. That's basically what this mod is all about. Oh! Okay, that's actually nice. Okay, I like this. I like this lo-fi remix. That is a good remix. Dun, dun, dun. Dare ni hanta ajin dare. From a certain perspective, Ratatouille is our. I mean, you're not wrong. From a sanitary perspective, yeah. Just like imagine you get into like the kitchen and you see a whole ass gray ass street rat just like using all the spices with its tiny little dirty ass fingers. I mean, I hope Remy knows how to clean, like use a sink, cause I'd fucking bust that rat's ass if he ended up using his grubby little fingers. Hey, he washed his hands. Did he? Okay, if he washed his hands, then it's good. Kura, 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 kura shita. He did, he always watched. Okay, that's good. This song, In the Back Room by Pseudo, which is episode 4's ending in Chainsaw Man, is, I think, my favorite song in all that anime, and I think it became the song of the year for me, like besides Kickback. But god, In the Back Room was such a good song, and Pseudo did such a good work on it. I'm honestly impressed. Like, I mean, of course it's gonna be a banger. Like, Pseudo did Ada's song for Usewa, so of course, you know, the man's gonna have a good banger of a song. But man, I didn't think that it would go this hard. Like, Pseudo has a really good yelling, like voice in the song. It's really good. Oh yeah, Kanaria's. This is the 5th episode. This is Kanaria's rendezvous. Nice. Okay. Now I need to be careful about these areas. Why did I? Huh. Interesting. Okay. Dum 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 bum 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 bum. Oh, I'm noticing hang on, let me just... Is this in the lighting area? Doesn't matter, I'm just gonna fix it over here anyway. Oh, wait. I'm noticing it over here as well. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yeah. Okay, we're good. Dum da dum 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 dum. What's from? What is this? Huh. No? Is this from a... Oh, wait. Is this from the background? No, it's not. Okay, never mind. Trying to figure out what this is. Ah, it's from the base color. Okay. Da-da-ba-bum, ba-da-ba-bum. Okay. Just go ahead and add the rest of these colors here to the armor. Not gonna put too many line-out colors over here since I'm already working with darker colors for his armor, so we're just gonna stick to the ones that are primarily would have a colored inline. Okay. Yep. That is the wrong layer. You just got Fandom Hourglass in the mail. Ooh, feels good to have the 3DS again so you can play the Zelda you missed on it. Ooh. Did you get a new like a brand new 3DS console or something? Like, did you get like one that was not like that wasn't like second store bought, or? You bought one like February was second. Oh, nice. That's pretty awesome. Okay, why is this like that? Doshite. Well, I'll never know. Yeah, I'm thinking of at some point also like buying 3DS like games, cause yeah, I don't know. I could like I could like modify my 3DS and stuff, but I'll do it eventually. But I just really like having like owned like cartridges for my video games. It just sucks that like they don't really care for reducing the prices for older games, so you love yeah. You gave your old one to your cousin like the year you got your Switch, and then you felt almost sad. Yeah, no, I understand. I totally understand that. Could have asked your cousin, but considering you are old and didn't have money and he is young with probably no money, it was nicer to buy. Yeah, no, that is valid. Honestly, I've been thinking of maybe buying a DS Lite again, because it's because I used to own a 3D I used to own a DS Lite when I was a kid, and then it broke eventually like a couple years later, and I couldn't play on it anymore. And by the time I got a 3DS, so I didn't really need it. But I do miss using a DS Lite, and also using when you're playing a DS Lite, you can technically play it with your like unofficial cartridges as well. You know, you don't really need to do any adjustments or anything. It was a base. The base console was very open about using whatever SD slot you had for gaming, and I had an SD slot back in the day, which had like 100, like, you know, those like 100 games in one SD slots, SD cartridges for your DS Lite. I used to have that, and I played the heck out of like Animal Crossing and what was it? I don't know. I think I used to play like this weird like Bratz game as well that I had in it, and I had like a dance game as well that had like covers of like famous songs and stuff, and I also had like a copy of the Crash board game that was on the DSi. I forgot what it was called. I think it was like Crash Boom Bang or something. It's been a long time and I haven't searched that up in ages, so. Dorok mira beautiful star. Ba 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 ba. Tap 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 da da ba bam. A beautiful star. Dorok mira a beautiful star. Yay. Okay, now it says the lo-fi is currently repeating itself. So, do we want to listen to this lo-fi until the end? Because it has like 2 or 3 repeats. Or do we want to go for another? Let me see. What do I have? What do I have? I have like I ended up saving a bunch of like music songs. Ooh, I have a lo-fi covers of Yasobi. You have a suggestion? Kickback salsa version. Oh my god. Is it? Can I play that on Twitch though? Let me see. If it doesn't have a, you know, a claim, then it should be fine, right? Let's see. Ah, it doesn't have anything, so I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm gonna put this on loop for a couple sessions. Yeah, baby. This is what I love. Now this is good shit. Voy a luchar, mi estrella fugaz. Voy a luchar, mi estrella fugaz. Voy a luchar, mi estrella fugaz. Suente, I love this song so much. You're just saying. Well, what? Diablo Lo-Fi? Diablo Lo-Fi? To stay a while and listen to. This is officially made by Diablo? Oh, I'm liking this. Oh, I'm gonna save these for. These are gonna be the next. Oh, definitely, I'm saving these. There's 2 of them? Bitch! Diablo, what the fuck? Yo, Blizzard over here is trying to make up for all the bullshit that they did throughout the years by giving us free lo-fi music. Oh, that is funny as shit. Oh, that is hilarious. Oh, and it's got like a bunch of repeats. Like, damn. Okay. That is funny. That is honestly funny. Okay. Alright. Some promotion for Diablo 4. Basically, yeah. Which is weird because Deckard Cain is in the first lo-fi illustration thumbnail, so kind of weird that he's still alive in Diablo 4. Maybe he like got reanimated or some shit. You especially love Deckard Cain as the lo-fi girl. I like that. Honestly, I like that. Mad respect for Deckard Cain. He didn't die, he just became the lo-fi girl. Yeppa! I love this so much. Tricker. Oh my god, bless your heart for making this song. Yeppa! I love that part so much. Either die here or become a lo-fi girl. Voy a luchar mi estrella. Voy a luchar mi estrella. Voy a luchar mi estrella. Baby, voy a luchar mi estrella. Voy a luchar mi estrella. Voy a luchar mi estrella. Yeah, baby! Say it, Denji! God, what a good song. Wait, isn't there like already a 30-minute loop of this song? Hang on. I feel like I saw... Didn't I see it? I feel like I'm going insane. I could be wrong, though. Yeah, nah, I'm wrong. Never mind. I thought I saw it. But also, we're doing a repeat. We're doing one more. I'm doing one more. And then we're gonna go with the Diablo Lo-Fi. This is such a good song. Voy a luchar, me estrella fuegas. 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 Suente. Felicidad. Voy a lucharme estrella, voy a lucharme estrella, voy a lucharme estrella. Voy a luchar, voy a luchar, voy a luchar. God, I wonder if there's like Toko salsa. There has to be Toko salsa. There's a playlist. You know what, Shy? I'll put the Diablo lo-fi another day. I'm in a mood for salsa. Oh my god, there's like a flamenco cover. Oh my god, okay. God, I'm in love with this cover so much. Voy a lucharme estrella, voy a lucharme estrella, voy a lucharme estrella. Feliz. Baby, voy a lucharme estrella, voy a lucharme estrella, voy a lucharme estrella. Voy a luchar, me estrella juegas, voy a luchar, me estrella juegas, voy a luchar, me estrella juegas, voy a luchar, me estrella juegas. Hell yeah! Now give me Latin jazz, Toko. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh yeah. Now this is what I call good shit. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is what I'm talking about, baby. It's a bit too loud though. Alright, we're good. Now we're good. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. I was gonna put some electro tonight, but I guess today's a very flamenco day. Today's a very salsa day. Today is spicy. I guess you could say I'm pretty salsa-y. Get it? Because I'm salty, but I'm salsa-y. Yeah, I tried. Never mind. Hey. Oh, man. Epa. Literally, if you gave this to a random person, they would not know that this came from a video game. They would be like, oh, this is a good, like, original track. It's like, where is it from? And I'd be like, you know, it's a cover of a Japanese bullet hell game. Oh, man. It's like, oh, it's nice tunes, thanks. I found this while scouring for covers of a bullet hell shmup game. It's pretty good though. You have no idea about Toho, but you're sure you listened to Toho before. Yeah, no, absolutely. Like, half of the playlists that I have are from Toho, so this is just a fraction of its fan base that has like a bunch of like cover artists. That goes for most voiceless Toho covers. Yeah, no, fair. Heck yeah. All right, I put the playlist on shuffle. I'm really curious what's gonna be next. Why is Sans here? Oh, it's because it's Flowering Nights! Oh my god! It's Megalovania and Sakuya's Flowering Nights! why am I getting trolled here? Oh my god! This isn't the Toho Latin playlist? Really? Who jabaited me here? They're jabaiting me here. What is this? I mean, I like it, but still. I mean, it's kind of baller, honestly. My god, Sans! Why are you in a maid outfit, Sans? Please, you'll catch a cold, Sans. Your bones are gonna be too cold. Sans in a maid outfit is like either the most blessed thing or the cursed. It's really blurst. I mean, it's pretty good. I'm not complaining. It's like getting rickrolled over here. I'm like, I can't really be mad. I'm just gonna vibe with it. It's a slapper, yeah. I mean, if somebody rickrolls me, I'm just gonna be like, I'm not mad. I'm just gonna enjoy Rick Astley's song. Who cares? Man, I feel like people would be so bored of me if they tried to prank me with a Rickroll, because I'd be like, I wouldn't have any proper reactions for it. I'd just be like, ha, you got me. Anyway, I'm just gonna put Rick Astley on loop now. Like, you can't really, like, Together Forever is a really good song, and Never Gonna Give You Up is a good song as well. I'm like, I'd say Together Forever is, I feel like, even, like, better than Never Gonna Give You Up, personally. But that's just me, honestly. But regardless, I mean, I probably enjoy the music as it is. Oh, you think you pranked me? I don't mind listening to this song for 10 hours. Honestly, as a person who listened to Nyan Cat for like 4 hours straight, yeah. Yeah. The undiagnosed ADHD is real over here. Let me put a lower saturation for this. Okay, what's next? This better not be a debate. Okay, now we have some flamenco. Ooh, some flamenco? Ooh! What am I listening to? Oh, this kind of slaps. Ooh. I like it. Wasn't this supposed to be the salsa playlist? Yeah, but apparently no. It's the Toho Latin play. It says Toho Latin and such. That's what this public playlist says. Which, I mean, now that I see the full playlist name, yeah, it's kind of no surprise that they added the frickin' Sans song appeared. But also this is a banger song. To be fair, Megan is also a host. Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, my god. Yeah, yes, I know it's a Homestuck song, Shy. You don't have to remind me of my childhood. My childhood traumas. That is what Pumpkin and the shit fucking hussy has delved into me. Like a Pavlovian dog. God. Yay. What's next? What's next? What's next? Let me see. Ooh, more flamenco. I was expecting more salsa, but you know what? I'm not complaining. How better life would be if Hussy didn't end up being... Yeah, well, what can you do? You either, like, die to be a hero, or you live to see yourself become a insane clown posse cosplayer, I guess. Ooh, this slaps. Oh, this is Patchouli? Yeah, this is Patchouli Knowledge's song in a flamenco style. This fox. I do want to give a little bit of depth to his hair over here, since it feels a little bit one single toned. So we're just gonna do this thing and add an extra darker color to his hair. If it's gonna show up then. Yeah, it's gonna show up over here. Okay, I'm just gonna reduce the tolerance of this. Okay. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. Dun, 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 dun. Dum 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 da 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 dum 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 da 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 dum 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 da dum 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 da da dum 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 da 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 dum dum. Hell yeah. Nice. Ole. Oh! Oh, it's this one! Oh, but this one is... I can't, because this one might actually, like, put a notice board to my... It sadly has a claim on YouTube, so I can't do that one. Oh, but this one is kind of nice. This kind of sounds like a cowboy. cowboy song. Like a Mexican standoff song. Dun 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 dun. Oh, this is kind of nice. Ooh. Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. Who? Flamenco rock? Excuse me, what? Huh? Huh? Okay. Interesting. Alright, cool. I'm actually kind of curious if I can do something specific. Now that I think about it, I have an idea. If I can pull it off, actually. Okay, give me a second. I want to try and pull something off. Select, invert. Okay. Can I pull this even off? I don't know, let's see. Ah, okay, hang on. Okay, there we go. What is this? Symphonic metal. Interesting? Huh. I thought this was a Latin playlist. Excuse me? Damn. Latinos ain't fucking around. This has gotten a little off the rails. Yeah, it kind of did. But it's funny. What is going on anymore, honestly? Toa and Homestuck are two sides of the same coin, so having Megalovania I mean, yeah. Yeah. Let me see if I can... Hey Soul, how's it going? Hope you're doing good. We're just working on a little bit of our work in progress project. I'm trying to figure out if I can make this Echo Knight ability work with this piece. But if I can't, then it's fine. You're okay. You finally woke up at a normal time. Hey, heck yeah, nice. Hey, it's looking good. Hey, thank you. I'm trying my darndest. But yeah, what time is it for you? 2 p.m.? Oh. I mean, it's still okay. Just glad you woke up before noon. It was before noon this time. Oh, nice. Nice, nice. Let's see if I can. Okay. Now here's where this gets tricky because I'm supposed to combine this all together. So, maybe I'm gonna scrap this for maybe once I make it into a bookmark. So this could be its other version. Okay, let's see if I can get something out of this. Oh well, this is the wrong. Damn, I made Fakir into a. Poor Fakir over here has liver disease. Okay. That could work. That could also work. I'm trying to find something that could, like... Yeah, that could work. Okay. Okay, yeah, I see that. Let's see if I can... Interesting. Let's see. I can do something a little bit extra with this. Trying to like not make it too big. It's patchouli again. Maybe. Yeah, okay. That's pretty okay. Alright, let's try and get this all together. Mash it all up into a single conglomerate of weirdness and stuff. Let's see. Yeah, and now I think it makes more sense if I added a white background to this. Maybe. Because this kind of sucks, if I'm being honest, so it would not work well. Alright, let's see if we can make a bigger background for this. Okay, yeah, okay. Why isn't it letting me... Oh, it's because I didn't put in a new layer. Doi. Okay, yeah, that's better. That's better. Let me think. Do I actually put it like a fully white? I feel like it would be a little bit too bright. Actually. Actually, that's not too bad. What if I make a saturation gradient? Ah! Now we're cooking. When you add that saturate, when you add that gradient, it actually looks not too bad. Now we're cooking. We're cooking meth over here. I mean, what? Jesse, we are doing it. We're cooking that crystal kush. Okay, yeah. It actually is turning out pretty okay. Okay. I'm not gonna put... I'm gonna put a... Let's see. What other shapes do I have? How would a triangle look like in this occasion? Oh, well, this is a fully ass, like, perfect triangle. I'd rather not have that, honestly. Give me this, maybe? No, not that. What? Oh, this is from, this is from Yokai Watch. Why is this in the Toho playlist? You even lost the game. You didn't even lose the genre. You lost the game on me. Alright, someone is having a laugh. No, someone is literally being a troll about it. But nah, we're good. Okay, I'm kind of curious about the Deckard Cain one. Oh my god, that is some dark fantasy lo-fi. Oh! Oh! It's the song! It's the song! Guys, it's the song. Oh shit! It's kind of busted. It's the song! Oh my god. Okay, now that I think about it, I have an idea regarding this being, regarding his echo self. Oh, wait, I have an idea actually. Okay. This is so weird, experiencing this OST in a lo-fi track. God. This makes me want to play Diablo 2. Low-key. This really is. That's how they get to you. That's how Blizzard gets to you. They make you listen to their lo-fi remixes and then suck you back into their games. Ugh. Okay, now here's my idea. Since it is an echo, so it needs to be a little bit more transparent. Yeah. I don't want it to be too drastic. That's pretty good. Cool. What happened? Oh god. Accidentally picked the wrong color scheme. Okay. That should do it. Now let's start adding some additional changes to the line colors over here. There we go. That's better. I mean, that kind of makes more sense if I add like lighter shades to the outlines of his hair, since there is light coming from behind him technically. And plus it gives a good contrast with his already darkened hair anyway, so. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. It's going pretty good. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna keep the outlines of his hair brighter. Is that Tristan? Is that Tristan? Is this the city's opening song? Or is this... It is Tristram! Ah, I was right! I know my Diablo. Oh my god, this sounds so dark fantasy. Which makes sense given what genre we're talking about. Given what game we're talking about. Okay, now here's an idea that I might have thunk of. Okay, hear me out. What if I make a layer of the eyes and put some Gaussian blur on it so that they can sparkle on Wednesday, I guess. Did I do that? Did I do it? Okay, I have a better idea though. What if I just do it like this? Ah yes, I love me some lo-fi monarch chanting. Lo-fi Gregorian chants. You don't know your Diablo, what that? Tristram is the main HUD, or rather the city that your character takes place in the first Diablo game. That is basically the city you are in when you start the game. And the same goes for Diablo 2 and I think Diablo 3 as well. You basically, every time you start the game of Diablo, you start off in Tristram, which was the main city that got first attacked by Diablo and his brethren. If I recall, if I remember correctly. Why is it not doing it? Oh, there we go. It was just loading for a while. But yeah, no, this is if I recall, like, the song for Tristram was a very, like, mellow-esque, OST. It had a mellow OST to it, which, makes sense, given the fact that, at least in Diablo 2, if I recall, there was a really, like, loud rain noise in the back, like, alongside the OST of the city. So it was mainly, like, covered by the noise of the rain, but you could, like, hear bits and pieces of the song of the city playing in the back while rain was falling, which was a nice little touch. And I feel with this lo-fi, it makes it feel a lot more darker. Which kind of makes sense, considering the city is basically like a ruined city at this point, so. God. Don't you just love hearing Christian chanting in your lo-fi beats? I was not expecting to hear that. I mean, it's pretty, like, accurate with my D&D, with the D&D art that I'm doing right now, but boy howdy! I was not expecting listening to chants in my lo-fi tonight. It's almost Easter. Yeah, I know, right? It's almost Easter. Pick up your Gregorian chants, your Julian chants, any chants you want, so long as it's Christian. God. My God, this is insane. I mean, it's silly at most. Alright. Let me see if I want to do, like, if I want to add some extra. Do I want to add extra? I don't know. Maybe a bit of it. Just a smidgen of it. Just a portion, just a bit of it, you know? Just a bit of it. Just a dollop of it. As they say. As you say. Oh! What am I hearing? Deckard Cain, you got some beats, my dude! For those who don't know, Deckard Cain is one of the main NPCs of Diablo. He was, in Diablo 1, he was the main quest giver because the main goal of Diablo 1 was to basically talk to Deckard Cain, enter the church that Diablo is in, and basically go through all the levels of the church until you get to Diablo stage and beat him. And then in the second game, Deckard Cain is one of the first NPCs that starts you off in your main quest line. And Diablo by that point is fuck all somewhere, and you basically, alongside him, you have to defeat all of his brethren now. And then in, I believe, Diablo 3, if I remember, he was also the first NPC giver, and then he dies. Spoiler alert, he dies. No, I don't remember if he dies, like, later on in the game, or if he dies, like, midway. Because I remember... Yeah, I remember you have to, like, defeat a reincarnation of Diablo at the end of the game. Or rather, reawakened of Diablo. Because Diablo technically doesn't die. Diablo is basically, Diablo has his own, like, you fight the John Diablo? Maybe. But, basically, Diablo, like, never dies. Diablo gets stuck inside of a gem. And the problem with that is that the gem causes madness to anybody who wields it. And you can't really, banish a gem if you don't touch it, at least. So, at that point, like, it becomes a cycle where they banish Diablo inside a gem, and then some individual ends up acquiring the gem through touch, and then becomes enchanted by the gem, and then becomes, like, enthralled by it, like, stuck with it, hypnotized by it. goes into complete psychosis, and then they become the John Diablo again. And then like repeat again. So it's kind of like a really like a terrible cycle. Okay, that's good. Okay, let me see if I can like attempt to color code this. Oh my god, there's I just realized I made like so much. I made so many of these of these layers. Oh god. He looks like he's having blemishes over here. My guy Fakir, my dude. Colors. Can I color? I can't color a folder. However, I can combine the folders. Let's see if I can like get that. Oh, now he just became a lobster here. Okay, let's see if I can like just do some color correction. I can't really do much color correction. The only thing I can do is with his skin tone. Ooh, yes. Kind of digging this. Yeah, I like this. Okay, I'll go with that, sure. Currently just trying to see how it looks like with my monitor a little bit brighter. And yeah, I see the difference and I like it. Okay. That's good. That's good. Alright, well, we managed to complete Fakir. We got, like, an illustration done alongside the character design. So, alongside 2 comics. If this is insanity, I don't know what is, okay? I don't know. I just do not know. Anyway. I'm gonna add my, my signature. I'm satisfied with this. Honestly, I would like to play Diablo at some point on stream, but you know, it's a moral dilemma wanting to play a Blizzard game, so on like live, so I don't know. Maybe I could play it on Discord with you for you guys. Technically, Diablo could be killed if his soul gem was shattered, but Dark Wanderer failed to contain him before making it to the fort. Yeah, and see, that's what pisses me off as well, because, like, technically, we also failed in Diablo 2, and then from what I recall, in Diablo 3, Deckard Cain's granddaughter, or daughter? I think it was granddaughter, then acquired the soul gem as well? I think? If I recall? Because, like, she turns into Diablo in the 3rd game. Which means that she probably acquired the soul gem at some point. She was Wanderer's... Oh, she was Wanderer's daughter. But then... Wait, so... Did the essence of Diablo get transferred inside of her when... Dark Wanderer became possessed with the soul gem? which means that part of his dad nut became Diablo, and so it turned her partially into wait. The logistics behind this is a bit redundant. Basically, she was conceived when... Oh. So he nutted inside of somebody while still being possessed by Diablo, which means that his jism had little Diablo sperms in it. Were possessed by the sperms inside were possessed by Diablo. And so through the zygoid, it became a baby it became Hey, remember when Blizzard wrote good stories? Yeah, I don't either. God, I'm losing my mind. I hate the Diablo lore sometimes. And by that I mean most of the time. Boy, howdy. Hey, remember when Diablo Mobile was released and people were like, trying to think positive about it, and then it got released and it turned out to be absolute dog shit? People were like saying, oh, maybe Diablo 4 isn't gonna be that bad. Maybe Diablo Mobile isn't gonna be that bad. And then it got released and it was like absolute shit. Like, it was filled with microtransactions to the brim and people hated it. And Wander is actually the warrior from— No, I know that. I remember that. That I remember. The game was good, but the microtransactions is what made it bad. Yeah, no, that's fair, that's fair. Like, I would assume, like, the UI and everything is, like, pretty okay, pretty decent for the mobile, like, game, but yeah, loot box and microtransactions, like, kill it, absolutely. Apparently, you gotta pay, like, almost, oh, God. Ew! Like, $100,000? Or 100,000 in-game currency? Because that's... If it's $100,000, then Jesus. Not even Sims 4 has that amount. Oh God, smackaroos. Oh God, ew, icky, disgusting. I hate that. I'm never touching Diablo Mobile in my life, even if I buy a new phone. To be fair, you can finish the story without paying a dime. Okay, yeah, no, that's fair. I mean, that's at least good to know. Or play the game for, like, over 4,000 years to do it for free. That's funny. Oh, God. Caves. That is the song title for this. For this song. It's going further. That is insane. We don't talk about the wailing. Yeah, look it up. I'm curious. How long do you need to play, like, hour-wise for you to finish the game without spending money? Okay, actually, you know what? Give me a second. I'm just gonna put this back. Put this thing back where it came from, so help me, so help me! Okay. Put that thing back where it came from, so help me, so help me! What the fuck? What? You can't find it now? Oh, no worries. Maybe they fixed that. Oh, interesting. They don't want you to know, actually, Sleepy. What the fuck? Okay. Okay, I know what was going on. Okay. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Okay, there we go. There we go. Now we Gucci. Mwah. Mwah for you, Fakir. Okay. Let me just get his nose a little bit fixed up. Yeah, that's good. That's kind of slapping. You gotta be lazy at your job, but now you need to actually do work. Okay, no worries. Enjoy your lurk. And good luck at your work. That rhymed. That is a cold-ass mocha. That is a cold-ass mocha. Alright, well, I'm happy with the fact that I managed to finish this. Finally, after many years, I finally got to finish one of the character designs for my Tutu comic, for my Tutu alternate universe. Which means I think I'm gonna be adding... So I'm gonna be adding them separately then. I'm gonna be adding each character in a separate file. Since I wanted to do Rue in this file, but I don't think I will, because this is already a big enough file, and I don't want it to be any more bigger than it is. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start reducing the file size over here just so I can have a bit more space. Not space, but like a little bit more like space in my folder, at least. Okay, there we go. That's good. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna start... I'm gonna make a new file and call it the roof. Ooh, did I accidentally... Yeah, accidentally. Oh, those are other stuff. Those are other prompts. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna add Rue over here. I'm also gonna add... Hey, hello. Hang on. I'm also gonna add this ref sheet as well because I do have her in the ref. Actually, I'm gonna pick... Yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay. Dia shows you all how she does her reference mood board. I'm gonna add more reference mood boards later on, since I do want to grab the references from the panels that I made from the previous comics. and illustrations as well. And I'm just gonna call this... I'm gonna call this... P228 DnD AU Design Rue. Or rather, Kreia. But that's Rue's character. Anyway, this is gonna be the next piece that we're gonna be sketching out. This is the comic that I've been wanting to make since last week that I finished. It's a really like short comic, and I low-key, high-key like it a lot. But yeah, we're gonna start finishing off Fakir's design soon. How many? I've only been streaming for 2.5 hours. Alright, I can do another hour or two for tonight. Okay. Alright, I can delete the line numbers over here, the brush numbers. Okay. Ugh. Jesus. I'm drinking coffee over here and I'm still yawning like a motherfucker. Oh boy. Okay. Dum 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 dum. Okay, that should do it. And I also need to add another. I'm just gonna add it over here. There we go. Hey, we're back to Diablo's OST. Alright, well, I think I'm good for now. Let me go back. Let me go change to another OST. Hang on. What's a playlist I want to listen to? I'm in a mood for some electro, so do I want to put Mayhem? I mean, I could put Mayhem. I could. Or I could put something else. I do like Mayhem, so let's put her album. Up. Yeah! Now that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's a good album. Heck yeah. Okay, you had that. Yeah, that's good. Okay, I'm gonna add an extra color to this layer just so I can have a background color. Doo-doo-doo. There we go. Oh boy, okay. Now let's figure out the rest of them. Yeah, that's good. I just want to make it a lighter shade of gray compared to my background. Okay, cool. Okay, now I have to start cropping everything. Boy, is this gonna be a journey. Okay, let's first crop the illustration first. Dum 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 dee dum 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 dee. Should I add a tone to this? I wonder. Let me go monochrome. Actually. Actually, that kind of fucks. Okay. Well, I'm not complaining, so... Let's see. Actually, soft light might not be too bad. My light's way too... Murder. Was it worth it? Was it worth it? Might go with soft light, I guess. I do like the bit of edge overlay gives. Was it worth it? I do like it. It's murder. Was it worth it? This is your fault. You chose this path. Taste of blood. It's murder. Was it worth it? This is your fault. You chose this path. I like this. Alright, I'm going for that. Fuck it. Taste of blood. It's murder. Was it worth it? This is your fault. You chose this path. Taste of blood. It's murder. Was it worth it? This is your fault. You chose this path. Taste of blood. It's murder. Was it worth it? This is your fault. You chose this path. Taste of blood. It's murder. Was it worth it? This is your fault. You chose this path. Nice. Alright, this fucks. Taste of blood. It's murder. Was it worth it? This is your fault. You chose this path. Taste of blood. It's murder. Was it worth it? This is your fault. You chose this path. It's murder. Was it worth it? This is your fault. You chose this path. Taste of blood. It's murder. Was it worth it? This is your fault. You chose this path. Taste of blood. It's murder. Was it worth it? This is your fault. You chose this path. Taste of blood. It's murder. Was it worth it? This is your fault. You chose this path. Taste of blood. It's murder. Was it worth it? This is your fault. You chose this path. Taste of blood. It's murder. Was it worth it? This is your fault. You chose this path. It's murder. Taste of blood. Taste of blood. It's murder. Taste of blood. It's murder. It's murder. Taste of blood. It's murder. Nice. That's a song I haven't heard in a decade. Alright. That's pretty good. Okay, let's start exporting. Oh, wait, hang on. Let me see. Yeah, that's a pretty good, maybe I'll put it 60. Maybe 50. Yeah, that's good. I'll put the high quality versions of these pieces up on Patreon for the low tier subs. Wait. Bum 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 bum. Okay, let's put this at 100%. Oh boy! Yeah! Yeesh. Okay. Let's get back to... Where's the rest of these guys? There they are. I have to just have to bring them back. Oh my god, how long is he? Jesus, thanks. Okay. God, I'm already getting tired. Okay. Okay, here's my idea. In a second, as I'm trying to figure this out. Okay. So the references are pretty close to the... I've moved them a little bit closer, so I'm just gonna move them a little bit away again. So I can get a bit more of added lines on this. Okay, there we go. Okay, that should be good. Let's start cropping these as well. Okay. How'd this look? That's pretty good. There we go. That's good. Let me actually fix... Okay, where did I add this in? Good fucking question. Where is this in? Okay, it's over here. Okay, that's good. Oh god. My legs are killing me right now. I'll be fine. Okay, so yeah, I'm definitely gonna put this at a lower, yeah. Okay. Sweet. Okay, now the rest of these guys. Okay. Let me just fix this. There we go. Okay. Let me see you. This should be fine. Right. Alright. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. I'm also gonna put this at a lower size. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. And then bonus image. Da-dum, da-dum. Oh, actually, now that I think about it, where's the background for this thing? There it is. Oof, there we go. Perfect. Okay. Maybe make it a little bit higher. Yeah, that's good. Great. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, that's good. Golly, I've been yawning a lot for the past 15 minutes. Oh, jeez. Back to back, and spin it on the turntable, back to back. Back to back, and spin it on the back to back, and spin it on the back to back, and spin it on the turntable, back to back, and spin it on the Okay, this is done. Congrats to me, finally. Took a few weeks, but finally. Better late than never, I guess. Gosh. Whew. Don't know for long I'll be able to do. I don't think I'm getting a little bit exhausted. It's been 3 hours now, so do I want to start on my next whip or not? I don't know. Or do I just take a nap later tonight? Let's just start doing the basis of the sketch, and then if I'm feeling really, really tired within the next 30 minutes, I'm just gonna stop for tonight. Okay. So I have line art and colors ready. I don't really need to do this sketch now, do I? I mean, I could for the remainder of his outfit, so yeah. Hey, Click. You rest when you need. Yeah, no worries. I will. I know my limits, and I'll make sure to rest when, if I really feel like I need to. I should probably eat too. Yeah, I should probably. Maybe. I mean, I did have a supper before stream, so I did eat before stream, so. Might make myself like a snack, like a Sammy. Hydration check. Oh, thank you, Click. I'll take a sippy. Delicious H2O. That hydrogen that dihydrogen oxide. Hydrogen dioxide would be something else, and I think that would be poisonous. Yeah, dihydrogen monoxide. For some reason, my brain went, hydrogen diperoxide. Don't you just love drinking peroxide? You can drink it, but only once. God. I used to have ace. My chemistry classes. What happened to me? In your chemistry classes, the guy who came last in test got canned? Caned? Oh God. Oh no. Okay, I know what you, yeah, I know what that means. Oh jeez, ugh. That's icky. I mean, it was the times, but still icky. Oof. I don't want to listen to this one. Hang on, let me go to a different. Actually, it's not too bad. Let's go with some Sonic drum and bass. Why not? Ooh, hello, Sonic Liquid Drum and Bass, baby! I mean, yeah, like... Raika, you look... You look so tired. You look so tired. Give me your wallet. Hello, Raika. I mean, I'm tired, but I'm not gonna give you my wallet. buddy, that is off. That is off limits. No, gimme. You can touch it with my cold. You can't pry them from my cold, dead hands. You cannot kill me in a way that matters. Just like a mushroom. Okay. But yeah, how you doing? Hope you're doing good. Cute drawing. Thank you. We recently finished off one we've been streaming for like 3 hours working on one of my folders, or rather files. This is the one that we've finished for now. We did a lot tonight, and now I'm currently just finishing. I'm currently starting actually another comic for this particular AU theme prompt that I gave myself. You know, I don't even know what to call it anymore. My own like fan universe, I guess. My own little rattling hamster wheel. I mean, for those who don't know, I've been making this on and off like prompt of Princess Tutu in the Dungeons and Dragons universe for a while now, and this is just one of the recent sketches that I made of another comic. I have like 5 comics already that I've already posted online, so I'm currently making another one just because I really love this. Oh my god! I feel hype for this shit! Hello! Oh my god, Sonic Forces! Sorry, I'm currently vibing with this. Oh, this slaps. Actually, I need reference again to my to the design I had initially for Lohengrin. Okay, so this is a comic that takes place like early, like very early on in their campaign, and so as a joking concept, like Autor, the DM, was like, you know what? Roll the persuade to swoon the duck. And then he rolls a 20, and it's like, I'm not narrating this. Okay. That's good enough. Okay. Let's grab... Do I go for this brush, or do I go for my Millie brush? I do like the Millie brush a lot, so might as well stick to it for these like more casual comics. Oh, this fucks. What is this? Oh, this is Sonic Riders! Fuck yes! Oh my god, I haven't heard Sonic Riders OST in ages. I could actually put Sonic Riders OST if it allows me to. Oh my god, Sonic Riders had a really good OST. What was this? What was the PSP game that I played? Sonic Rivals was the PSP game. That was the one I played constantly as a kid. I wonder if the OST is just as good. I have to listen to it. But for now, I'm really enjoying the Riders one. Oh, what's this? Oh, is this the original Sonic the Hedgehog? Oh, this slaps. Ooh. Here we going. What is this from? Oh, Sonic Generations. Oh yeah. Wait, no, I know this. I played Sonic Generations like last year. Oh, actually, that's okay. This is turning out cute. I ended up drawing Ahiru's eyes, and after drawing her eyes, I was like, all right, this is turning out cute. Dun, dun. Wait, did I forget to promote my stream tonight? I did, didn't I? Oh well. Too bad. Not like it matters. I've been tired all day anyway, so I'd rather have most people not see me like this. Maybe it's a good thing I didn't promote myself. Let me fix that a little bit more. Oh, that's good. Alright, cool. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna make a separate layer for this. With the belt buckles on his chest. Okay. Okay, Hiro, you have your little backpack over here. giant backpack with a bunch of stuff. There we go. Ducks prepared with a full-on bag of holding. I want to keep the mapping of the panels similar. So this was over here. Although I will say I kind of like the idea of making it like that. I do like that idea actually. So that it can be like an out-of-panel thing. So that the dialogue author is telling him would actually be out of panel. Which makes sense, because the DM, he is out of panel right now. That'd be kind of cool. Alright, cool. Dum dum. Oh shit! It's also Sonic Force in Swede. Dum 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 dum. Dum 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 dum. Okay, well, first panel has been lined up, which is good. That actually looks kind of cute. Okay. That's looking pretty darn cute.
Shadows on the ground. Will there ever be an end? Forever running from this lunacy. Moonlight coming down, beaming through the clouds. Will I never see the end? Forever searching for my destiny.
What is this from? This is Sonic. Is this a remix? Which game of Sonic the Hedgehog is this? So there's an actual game called Sonic the Hedgehog? Like, the game? The game? Eh? Or is this an OST of something? Like, what is this from? Hell if I know. Huh. Interesting. Movie, maybe? Oh, shit, you're right! Maybe. That would be funny if that were the case. Because there was no, you know. There is no takedown. No, but this is level 1. It says level 1, so. I don't know what that means. Maybe it's like a remaster. Like an OST remaster of the first game. You know? Oh shit! Oh, this is Unleashed. Fuck yeah. Alright. Up. Love me when a Sonic the game OST has a didgeridoo playing in the back. What is this from? Oh, this is also Sonic Riders. This is... Oh, also Sonic Riders. Interesting. Da-da-da-da. Okay, I'm gonna... I think... The initial start of making this comic has begun, and I think I'm gonna take a break for now, since we have been running for almost 4 hours now. So let's see if I have anybody, if I have any of my mutuals currently streaming, or if there's anybody I could raid, perhaps. Ooh, Sunny Street is currently. Oh shit! They got a birthday stream going. All right. We're just gonna go ahead and raid Semi right now. All right. Give me a second. As I try to figure this out, let me see if I can write their name correctly. There we go. And just give here birth. This is gonna be our raid message. Alright, have a good one, everybody. See you guys later. Bye-bye. Bye.